Hi, and welcome to the Iceberg Theory podcast, where we go beneath the surface. Today, I'm sitting with Dr. Newton to talk about something we rarely pause to reflect on: the womb wisdom. The womb is our very first home, and the experiences within it silently shape the foundation of a child's life. In this episode, we discuss how a mother's state of being influences the child's life even before birth, and why understanding womb wisdom is essential for a healthier, more conscious generation. This conversation is eye opening, deeply grounding, and truly one you don't want to miss. Enjoy the conversation. Hi, Dr. Nathan. Welcome to the Iceberg Theory podcast. It's such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Hi, Neetu. And it's really my pleasure that you have been invited, and I'm ready to start with this session on Garbha Sanskar.
Wonderful. Thanks, Dr. Nuthan. Womb wisdom is what we are going to talk about today. And who better than you to have with us for this discussion because you specialize in the space of Garbha Sanskar, and we would love for you to go deeper and help me and our listeners understand what Garbha Sanskar is all about and how does this actually play a role in a child's journey before birth and after birth. So before we get started to go deeper into the Garbha Sanskar theory and what it is all about, I would love for you to throw some light on your journey. How did you get into this space?
Okay, so thank you, Neetu, once again. So, as you know, that my name is Dr. Nutan Pakre, and I did my Ayurveda degree. I was graduated from KG Mittal College in 2001. Now it's been 25 years being a Ayurved doctor. But after becoming doctor, then later on I did a lot of practice. So I was not at all satisfied almost 10 years after becoming doctor. Okay, what to do exactly? Means just I was successfully, treating patient. There are 50,000 plus patient almost been done so far, but that time I was not clear enough what exactly the journey ahead. But life always gives you a lot of, uh, sudden uncertain things happen in your life, and that actually decides the next path.
True.
2008 9, I guess, I met with one near death accident. I got injured my spine, and I was on bed almost a year with paraplegia. And after during that 1 year, when I was lying on the bed, so it was like a tough. During that time, it was tough time definitely, because I couldn't accept myself, just not doing nothing. But I understood why it happened now, almost 10 15 years now after that. So that was the time God has given me to just take a pause, think, and u-turn. Exactly, you lost your path. Now do something regarding the your own learning what you did. So then coming back to Ayurveda, coming back to then joining yoga, started my yoga journey in 2010 onwards, because during even that period also I was doing some, doctor referred me to practice yoga and all that. So teacher used to come at home, give me some session, and mainly meditation. So because I was not able to even turn right or left, or you can imagine the time. So I suffered from even the post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, it is
Yeah.
termed
Yeah.
as. So, but then that was the, time how you evolve
Yeah.
emotionally, and how you accept yourself in the position. And then later on you agreed, self realization happen, acceptance happens. I used to think ki how people are going to, see me now, uh, how will be my life ahead in this phase. Am I going to walk? Am I going to stand on my feet? Because doctor has given up. Doctor said this girl is not going to walk or sit. And
Yeah.
that literally made me to think, then why I'm alive? What is
Mm,
the reason behind this life? Then should have gone. Um and then, like child learns, turning right, then crawling, then sitting, then with the help of crutches, standing, taking first step, and the happiness when you are very much young. 28, 20, I guess 27, 28 year old I was that time. And again you became a child, so I experienced that childhood in my that younger age. And
yeah.
that whole 1 year I got a chance to reflect, go within, think, which is awesome, which is now I feel it, thank god it has happened, because
Mm,
that changed my whole outlook towards life. Then I started, means the meditation I did, and I personally experienced the effect on myself. When your mind is ready to accept yourself, and when um, the clarity is there in your mind, and clarity needs pause. Pause is very important important factor in the life. We don't like pause.
true, true.
As a human being, we always involved in doing.
Yes.
But the life is not only in the doing, but it is the being. You just be as you are, just experience who you are. So that's realize that event has actually done this u-turn. Since you asked me this, it's a long story short. Then I turned into yoga, and then after I worked in Kevaladham almost 10 years after that, as a yoga consultant, Ayurved doctor, and later on also managed the PR, means the administration part of Mumbai branch. And in 2020, then I resigned, because I thought of, while working in Kevaladham, the yoga institute, I visited many other places also, and I found um, there is not much work done on this topic, that is Garbha Sanskar. So
Yeah.
being I am Ayurved doctor, then yoga comes in my life. And then after that I found my own niche in this journey, where I found ki yoga teacher, now there is a lot of popularity of yoga.
Yeah.
When yoga day has been declared, that has actually 170 plus countries has been aware about yoga. So, and Ayurved Ayush ministry is already popularizing. Ayurved yoga, these two has already got a lot of popularity and marketing, but the Garbha Sanskar is also another cherry on the top, I feel, and that needs to be promoted. So then I took that, in my hand, ki let's do something in a small, one step one time, and that's how you will grow. And then I started teaching to the small group, and then people started liking it, because yoga teacher are my main community,
Mm,
and they liking my teaching. Then I became professor, means I did my all yoga TTC, means certificate, diploma, master, MSc in yoga, then professor. I appeared from NET, so I became professor. I was teaching in Mumbai University, then Somaya College, as well as Kevaladham. So like that, the journey is just, not looking back, and I forgotten what happened to me. You know,
yeah.
because there is so much things ahead, and that divine energy knows why that, my life is there. and,
Absolutely.
and when I got this purpose, then I am into it. And I was very much fortunate, I feel ki I got this vision and the clarity what exactly I need to do, and how people are getting benefited. So mainly it's not what we are doing, again we are instrumental here.
Yes.
Means even if I found I'm just, design this course, pre postnatal yoga and Garbha Sanskar, people say you are the pioneer and all that, but I feel like it's a pioneer is that divine source through which I am able to reach across the globe. Now it's been the 5 years. I formed my academy in 2020, AYG Academy, which stands for Ayurveda Yoga and Garbha Sanskar. So that's what the things. And I teach my courses, I take my workshop, and there are a lot of now almost 3,000 plus students are certified learning.
Such an inspirational journey, understanding why the pause that happens in our life, where is it leading us? So, a lot of insight about, uh, how to actually accept a pause and find your purpose from there on. So, and when you were talking about your journey, I just had goosebumps because I can only imagine, how it could have been going back into not being able to do anything and start learning to walk and doing all the basics and then taking your journey from there to where you are today. So, very inspirational. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Question to you, Dr. Nutan, just going into an awareness about what Garbhasanskar is. So, my understanding of life as such always was that we are a result of our childhood. But when I read up about Garbhasanskar, um, that's when I realized that it even starts before you're born. It's right when you're in your mother's womb, and that's something most of us are not even aware of. We don't have access to this information. So can you help us understand? The journey people see is that okay, you got scans, you got supplements, provide all the food, the nutrition to the child in the womb, and that's when you bring in a healthy child out in the world. But can you throw some light on what exactly is that journey of Garbhasanskar?
Yeah. So actually, you rightly picked up that yeah, we are not just result of whatever the things we do, but the journey has started beyond this. When we come in this world, it's after childbirth, but that 9 months nobody counted. Even when we tell somebody our birth date, we tell when we have been born, but
Yeah,
the life has started even 9 months before. You know so it's a result of lot of things like garbha sanskar. Let me make it simplified, the term first. Garbha sanskar means what? So garbha plus sanskar. Garbha, people say womb, and you also said ki womb wisdom. Womb is the place, okay, garbhashay.
yeah,
And garbha is the that tiniest form of life which stay there for 9
yeah.
months. And that's why garbha word relates to actually that life, the tiniest form of life, garbha. And sanskar is the you whatever influence you want to do, impression you want
Mhm.
to give to that new life which is growing in the womb. In ayurveda there is a beautiful definition given how this garbha forms. Shukra shonita jiva sayuge tu khalu kukshi gate garbha sangya. Now, Shukra, Shonit, means the sperm and ovum, and Jiva means that soul. Sayuge means this sperm, ovum, and soul coming together. Kukshi means the womb. These three things coming together, integrated, and then the life forms, and that life is called as Garbha. Here, if you notice in modern science how it differs, modern science says fertilization and
Yeah,
the fetus. Fetus form with the combination of sperm and ovum.
yeah.
But in Ayurveda, jiva has been added, means the soul concept is added. And that's
Mhm.
make the beautiful, understanding about the life. Now that soul which comes, that soul has why that soul comes? Because it has something which has not been happened in the earliest life. So in our scripture, we believe in the past life. So
Mhm.
past life, some karma or some desires may be not fulfilled, and for that, someone that soul needs the physical body, and that's why
Okay.
that soul is searching for that. And
Yeah,
here on the earth, we human being, we also the couple. Suppose imagine the couple who wants to conceive.
yeah,
Okay, so there are a lot of soul which want to come. There are devil soul. There are divine soul.
yeah.
Every soul is there and they want body to perform their action. Now here on planet earth there are some couple who wants their baby. So now garbha sanskar, what, why couple? It is actually education, or not for the child but for the would be parents. That is
Wow.
what garbha sanskar. Couple needs to understand this, the from where it is coming,
Yeah. Yeah.
and how they can be instrumental to bring the divine soul on this planet earth. To bring this divine soul on this planet earth, they need to work first upon themselves, and then for that they have to do the cleansing, they have to bond more beautiful way, and they should consider the sex is not just the physical action, but it is a spiritual action,
Mm.
and procreation is one of the main karma which they have to perform together and bring that, help that soul to get rid of all that bondages.
Yeah.
So you three are going to become one, and then you are going to pass that legacy, and then you also done your karma of procreation, and your debt also been nullified, बिकॉज वेन वी कम आवर पेरेंट्स, अब हमारे ऊपर है ना वो कर्जा
Yeah.
होता है, वो भी निकल जाता है, एंड यू हैव हेल्प द अदर सोल टू ऑल्सो कंटिन्यू. So that's how you slowly move towards that moksha or the mukti from all this suffering. So that's why couple needs to understand before even taking that action to work
Mm.
upon themselves,
Mm.
and invite, do certain kind of divine performs, like just invoking that soul, positive
Mm.
affirmation, thinking clear what exactly they want, what kind of child they want. When I ask any couple, they said I want intellectual baby.
Mm.
इंटेलेक्चुअल के आगे कुछ जाता ही नहीं है. सो इट्स नॉट जस्ट इंटेलेक्चुअल, इट शुड बी नाउ डेज, इट्स बेबी शुड हैव, और चिल्ड्रन शुड हैव इमोशनल स्टेबिलिटी, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंसी,
Yeah.
not artificial intelligence, which we are now been very much loving it,
True.
so the child should be intelligent plus emotionally intelligent. It's not only
Mm.
the intelligent is going to
True.
work.
True.
So you need to have that kind of baby, and be clear to get this thought only on the surface. We need to work beforehand in the parents.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
whatever in the sperm ovum, it's going to combine, and that things will, the even the soul, if that soul has some negative impression, you can help that soul to just nullify in the womb only, and when baby will come, it's a completely new life, which are ready to add on positive impression on it in this life and work for the humanity.
How beautifully you said that nourishing that soul, not even, at birth, but it starts way before, even when the plan is there to have a baby. So, right from there, so when the baby is out, the kind of environment you give them. So, it's actually beautiful to learn that it's not about what happens after the child's birth, but as parents, what kind of um, environment and energies you're creating for that soul who you want to bring in, and into the world and nurture. Amazing. I mean, I loved how it actually just made so much sense while I was listening to it, and this was something probably I never thought of. And I'm sure anybody who's listening to the conversation also would be able to just connect that how that energy, right from the start when the parents decide to have a child, translates until the child is actually born. Um, so one question that I have here is, how does a mother specifically, because that's where the garbha, where that's where the child is actually growing for the first few months. How does a mother's emotional state, thoughts, intent, energies impact that child?
So I would like to share here one thought, that it is like each loving breath and every intention bring a ripple, creating not just a child but a future.
Wow.
So like, and that breath is nothing but it's a mother's breath, because child breathe through mother. Child's
Okay.
heartbeat is happening through mother. So when the union happen, and when there are six factors which has been mentioned in Ayurveda, again referring back to the scripture. uh, One is while creation is happening, like I said, mother, father, and that atma, the soul. Hmm? So
Mhm.
matruj, pitruj, and atmaj factor. And now once conceived, then comes three more factors, that is mother's diet, that is Rasaja factor.
Mm-hmm.
Then Satmaja factor. Satmaja means adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
Assimilation means how mother and child assimilate with each other, accept each other, adapt each other, environment, all that.
Yeah.
And then when this rasaj means the mother's diet, when it is digested, it will go to the baby to nourish. So baby is receiving everything what mothers is eating, not only the physical food but the mental food as well. And then how baby is responding through certain symptoms which arises in the mother, like initial trimester nausea, vomiting, or
Mm-hmm.
heaviness, feeling to eat sour food, then weight gain little bit, and some cravings, some
Mm-hmm.
desires. Initially even she is not understood, she didn't even identified ki she is pregnant in the first trimester because tummy is not that much bigger. When she enter into second trimester, then the things has been visible, and then
Yeah.
the movement also she can feel little bit. So all those things are nothing but baby is responding through. And if baby is okay, then it is like a good, there is no such a kind of complication will come. But if any suffering or complication comes, means there is some kind of imbalance between both, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then after settling all this research factor, Satmaja factor, then it actually result into the forming that subtle body in the baby, that is sattvaja factor. Sattva is the topmost phase of the mind,
Okay.
the mind of the baby, sattvaja factor. So ultimately when we think of having baby emotionally intelligent with सर्वगुण संपन्न, हमको सब
Mm-hmm.
नो बेबी ऐसा चाहिए जो सब कुछ उसको आए अभी, है ना, सर्वगुण संपन्न. So that will happen if the essence of everything what mother does, it reaches right away to the baby and baby accept it seamlessly. That's why before conception you can work on that which we have already spoken up, mother father both. And then
Yeah.
after conception it's become more responsible actions and thoughts of mother.
Mm.
That's why mother need to, again the pause time comes, we
Yeah.
even it's not a disease, pregnancy is not a disease where you need to take a pause, but conscious pause
Yeah.
for thinking in a proper way, giving everything with choice to that baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a mother's responsibility, and role of father is also to help her, because it's
Yeah.
not the work of only mother, it's a
True.
teamwork.
Yeah.
So that needs to be understood. So I
Mm-hmm.
think bhava, so this is called garbhakara bhava. So your question is intention and emotion behind the culturing and the mother's diet
Mm-hmm.
and the activity are very important.
This also brings one thought to me that, like you mentioned, it's the thoughts, it's the intention, it's the diet, everything. But we also, often hear that, talking to the child in the womb. So they say, have a conversation with the child. I did that a lot when I was expecting my child, and um, I think more than anything, it just gave me a sense of calm that I was, talking to my child and passing on my thoughts, my feelings to the child. What are your inputs on talking to the child in the womb? Does that really
Has
have an
these
impact?
has so Neetu, these are some these are tools of Garbha Sanskar. The tools means what exactly Garbha Sanskar is. It involves all that teaching parents and the child, and the tools can be just talking to the baby. That is called Garbha Samvad, communication. Like we are speaking with each other. You
Mhm.
are asking me question, I am answering you, thinking,
Yeah,
so the communication happen. So for during the pregnancy time when mother, so that's why I said ki pause, when she will take pause from the external channels, she
yeah,
get time to go inward and then communicate, because that just needs, she needs to just close her eyes and just be with the baby doing nothing again. So then only she'll be able to communicate, because it, and some women finds difficult. I'm happy that you did that in your pregnancy, but some women finds difficult how to talk to the baby,
Yeah,
because I can't see, I can only talk to the person who is in front of me, and we are very much comfortable with it. If you keep your
yeah,
camera off here, and it becomes difficult for me to say something, even if your voice is coming to me, but if I don't see you, it is very difficult to imagine that mother who do not have the access to see baby's face. She can feel
true.
it, but
Yeah.
it's so to teach that woman how to talk to baby, we need to train. So the training
Mm.
needed.
Mm. Rightly said, because if we look around us, the world today is so busy. Everybody is so lost, achieving something. So even when we look at expecting mothers, they have a very busy life. And I wonder how much time do they get to actually pause and spend time with themselves. So for anybody who's on that journey of having a little life in within them, and maybe just at the start of that journey, can you throw light on what does Garbhasanskar impact? How does this impact the growth of the child after birth?
So there are so many result of Garbha Sanskar. There are so many research has already been done. So I don't want to go back to so many research, because anyone can find it on internet. You just type the research on Garbha Sanskar and you will get n number of stories. So how it impacts? So it is all the conditioning. What conditioning happened to you, so whole 9 months is the time given to the three of this ingredients, sperm, ovum, and the soul, how they together evolve during
Mm,
this time. Then once the baby, means whatever you are doing, it impact when baby will be in the world, from womb to world. Now all the milestone what baby is achieving, they may achieve little bit early they compared to other baby who has not done garbha sanskar. Okay,
mm,
they will have more positive and the cognitive ability,
mm,
understanding the things just in one go. I have my nieces, and I have watched their journey very closely. So one niece whose mother, means my sister, has been done this meditation, simple meditation, regular meditation. She was working woman, so till last day she was in the office, but still that after office she used to sit for meditation or almost a hour. There are some discourse she continuously listening. So what result we got it, that the my niece is born talented. Just teach her one time and she remembers the things. We don't need to explain her again and again. That ability definitely can be visible when you
mm,
do Garbha Sanskar. Uh, then you, as a parents, it's not because parents become so much anxious after, because
yeah,
when you see baby handling them and it's become so much. But if you done Garbha Sanskar, you are 50 what, 60-70% work you are already done.
yeah.
They will fall less sick. You don't need to take sick leave later on,
Mm,
because immunity developed. The viruses which are there nowadays, it affects our health, है ना?
yeah.
So baby will be more healthier. Baby is more cognitive. Baby has have more cognitive ability, and they will have certain innovative things, and they will
Mm,
definitely make marks. मतलब among the competition is tough nowadays, है ना? बहुत
yeah,
कंपटीशन है दुनिया में. एक बार आप स्कूल लेवल और टिपिकल इसमें जाते हो, देन इट बिकम्स वेरी हार्ड टू cope up with the
true.
study, cope up with all the competition. We see many young children are doing suicide.
Mm,
So these tendency literally affect everyone, everyone,
mm,
not only the family, but it vibrate across the world.
yeah,
If one negative incident happen, and it vibrate fast nowadays due to internet, news goes fast. So Today I feel like Garbha Sanskar is the need of an hour, because it is a chaos. It is a chaos. A lot of information is flooded. So we need to streamline their mind and the
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
So we will be thoughtful 100%, no doubt about it.
That's very insightful, Dr. Nutan. The one image we're talking about how it impacts the emotional intelligence of the child, the the cognitive ability of the child after birth and as they grow. What I could just visualize is now, does that mean that the fetus or the baby in the womb is more like a sponge? It's just absorbing whatever the mother and the father, of course, included, and the environment is giving. So if the mother's able to really take out that time for themselves, cutting off the noise that they are from surrounded by, and having a more connected relationship with the womb, then the child is just going to absorb that, and there's less noise that goes into the child's mind. And when the child is out, they grow with the best that they can be. Would it be true to say that?
Yeah, that is one thing. Because one more thing I just like to clear here. Now we cannot go away from this chaos, no matter how much you want to,
Yeah.
no matter how much you want to, but after all, at the end of the day, you have to stay in this mess,
Mm,
you know. So that mother needs to develop. It's very tough to develop the ability, uh, not allowing that chaotic world to affect your emotional
mm,
things. Like a lotus, how the lotus is,
yeah.
when you pour water doesn't get absorbed.
Yeah.
So mother needs to develop that, because I see here women are going through tough time in their work life as well as family life.
So true.
Plus now when the life is growing inside her, the three world and her personal me time gone. It is
Yeah.
on. It's very tough. It's very tough. I really, bow down to all the women who are managing those things and giving birth happily. That's why nowadays, and some women are now not able to even go ahead with the process,
Yeah. True.
and that's why DINK policy becomes so much popular.
So
Double
true.
income, no kids.
No kids.
So earlier time it was not like that. Women
Yeah.
are not even, मतलब किसी ने सोचा नहीं कि हमको नहीं चाहिए बच्चा, लेकिन अभी वो थॉट ही आया है और इतना पॉपुलर हो गया है कि नहीं चाहिए भाई हमको बच्चा.
Absolutely.
Because so much absorption, मतलब we are not able to throw it out. It
Yeah.
get absorbed in our system.
Yeah.
Epigenetic matters a lot.
Mm,
Epigenetics matters a lot. It changes our internal DNA now. So
yeah.
that's why yoga and Garbha Sanskar are going to help that woman to stay immune, not to allow those uh, chaos inside you, you know funnel down and get inside.
Mhm.
So the technique of practice of asana, pranayam, then meditation, what I say, vipassana, then visualization, these positive affirmation, and रिएक्शन नहीं देना है, रिस्पॉन्ड करना
Mm,
है सिचुएशन को. वो हम इजीली बोल तो देते हैं, लेकिन कितना टफ है प्रैक्टिस में, पता है. इतना
very
टफ है
true.
प्रैक्टिस में. We can't stop if somebody throws something on us, and how can you will allow them to continue.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very tough. So when you are pregnant, it's the kind of things that you may go somewhere like retreat 9 months and give birth. But then ensure that you are, after coming in the world also, you are staying there.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Because like you said, it's a modern world. There's no escape. We're not living in, maybe 200 years back when the stress levels were low, the pressure was less. Today, like you said, both the couple are working, right? The husband, wife, they both work, and most women work through their pregnancy. So it's stress at home, stress at work, stress about their own health, missing the me time, the confusion about what's going to be life like after the child is there. So there's so much that happens within the mother's mindset as well as the environment around us. So while of course there's no escape from this, but what are some practical small changes that you think expecting parents and health professionals and people around can actually, practice to help the mother, nurture the child in a more holistic way?
So, number one thing which I want to say, all pregnant women or would be parents, uh, to connect with the expert first, get
Mhm.
analyze your body, your system, your environment, and get personalized plan. You know,
Mhm.
curated, because everybody is different, everybody has different environment. So, and we directly don't understand, the front person can understand better what is because that is third way they are looking at you. So that is
Yeah.
number one, get the consultation done. Number one, maybe you are
Mhm.
pregnant or you want to get the pregnancy. Second, once you are in the process, don't try to be there. Have a patience. It's not that
Mhm.
ki abhi shuru kiya to you will get immediate result, because it's a long things to do to eliminate that the factor which are already rooted inside you.
Yeah.
So it takes time. So have a patience and start your journey at earliest. No,
Mhm.
don't think कि मुझे अभी हाँ now we are ready to have a baby and you go to doctor. Not like that. If you want the baby in 2026, start from now.
Yeah.
1 year before, at least you should start thinking about you, about the baby.
Mhm.
So it is
Mhm.
like a process: thoughts, words, and action. To work,
Mhm.
thoughts, words, and action. So once that thoughts arise,
Yeah.
then you need to nurture that thoughts together. Ask your partner, even same
Mhm.
thought is there, and both of you start discussing about it, reading, finding out the data and all that, and then approach to nearby your doctor. And then the words will be there, and then you will have word with each other plus the expert, and then together you will now guided how to take action and when to take action. So these are some things which you need to understand. Even you are already pregnant, suppose you have not started, not done this, now you are pregnant, now what? So now again the stage one is same, expert
Mhm.
talk, because कंसल्टेशन आई कम अक्रॉस विथ मेनी वुमेन की उनको लगता है कि बस अब प्रेग्नेंट है, सेकेंड ट्राइमेस्टर में आ जाते हैं गर्भ संस्कार या योग करने के लिए, बट इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. द टाइम हैज ऑलरेडी गॉन, बिकॉज ऑल दैट मतलब बच्चे का जो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है,
Mhm.
सत्वज फैक्टर हैज ऑलरेडी बीन डेवलप्ड,
Yeah.
blueprint already formed in the first trimester itself. So it's a delay.
Mhm.
Now the second trimester is now refinement is happening in the vital organs. So remember that approach and then start doing yoga, start doing visualization, and doctor will guide add-on factor in your whatever the your history, personalized history, and then be with that process. At least daily 1 घंटा दे दो आप. सुबह उठ के, भले आप किसी एक्सपर्ट के पास नहीं गए, सुबह उठ के आप कितने कॉन्शियसली क्या थॉट है आइडेंटिफाई करो, राइट डाउन करो, जर्नलिंग करो, टॉप मोस्ट थिंग क्या मुझे करना है आज, एंड फिर जाके आपका डे कैसे जाता है, कौन से लोग आपको मिल रहे हैं, शाम को आके फिर से रिव्यू करो. एंड आपने उसमें उस पूरे दिन में एक हैव यू बीन गिवन 1 hour टू योर बेबी, and together husband and wife both needs to actually schedule a meeting with the baby. Decide what are you going to talk, like you have decided this meeting the topic.
Mhm.
Similarly, that parents need to decide the topic, which topic we will talk or discuss together, and how we can avoid the even the communication जो आप एक दूसरे से कर रहे हो, how it should not be harsh one, even throughout a day whenever you communicate. And what are you eating, when are you eating, food wise as well. Are you
Yeah.
taking water properly? Hydration hai kya? Because that matters. One
Mm.
fruit, one grain, one vegetable, every day some nutrient needed, folic acid, all those things. So those, matlab, that part obviously your doctor is going to take care, but you being a pregnant,
Mm.
you should be there. And if that mother forgets, role of father is there. Ask her, have you done it?
Yeah.
Bas.
Yeah. No, wonderfully expressed, Dr. Nuthan. The great tips that you've shared, not just from a part of, okay, you're planning to have a baby, then what do you need to do? To, okay, you've already have a baby in the womb, and, what can you do to start the journey, even though you're a little late, but how can you make sure you make the most of the time that you have, to nurture that little life inside you with the best that you can? Now, if there's one thing that, you know, may sound like a very a silly question, but if there's one thing that you think a child in a womb wants to say, if it could speak, what do you think it will tell the parents?
Love me
Oh,
unconditionally.
yeah, lovely. What else? Yeah, love me. Because that's what it's gonna absorb, and that's what it's gonna give when
Attend
this
me,
is happening.
attend me, attend me. Attention seeker, because there is less attention, so the ADHD is so much there, because baby is not getting attention in the womb. So
Okay.
when they are outside, they want attention. Attention disorder are hai.
Oh.
When you love someone, automatically you attend them.
Absolutely, yes. So that's amazing. I mean, it also, in a way, answers that question of why there is so much ADHD around us right now. Because more than before, I think there's so much conversation that happens around this, but the question always remains unanswered. Why is it happening so much? But I think you wonderfully shared that insight that, give the attention when the baby's in the womb. Um, that probably might be an answer to the question that's there doing the round. Why is so much ADHD around us? Um,
And when the pregnancy is there, if you notice, each trimester there are certain symptoms comes up, pops up. All those things are nothing but baby is communicating to you, and baby is testing you, my mother, how much she can tolerate me.
oh,
So tolerance level uh, increase. So pregnancy is itself, actually it is a transformation for the woman to increase her tolerance capacity, and become something different. It's a transformation of woman, in fact, and understanding how much she is powerful.
mm,
She can literally give the human being, she can nurture human being.
yeah.
वो ability सिर्फ women में है, so I feel like all women are, that's why called as a shakti.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing all of that, Dr. Newton. It beautifully explained as pregnancy is not, the journey that we see on the top of the iceberg of scans, going to the doctors, having the medicines, and just going through life as is every day, and then suddenly having the baby out. But it's more deeper, Garbha Sanskar, where it goes into the mind, the mindfulness of the mother, the thoughts, the environment, and how you nurture the child within, and beautiful tips shared by you in terms of what can expecting parents do, what can the mother do before the journey starts, during the journey, and how that impacts the life of the child once the child is out of the womb. So great insights there. Through the conversation, most of the times I could just connect with my pregnancy journey as to what happened, what didn't happen, and I wish this information was available to me, when I was expecting my child, because I could have done a lot more things. But I'm glad we are doing this discussion now. I'm very happy to see that this work is happening from your end now, because there could be so many mothers who are um, able to transform the child's life even before they are born by doing the Garbha Sanskar, by providing that space to grow and nurture them in the best way. So um, great conversation, Dr. Nutan. If there's something that you want to share our listeners with, how can, what is it that you do in this space that people can learn about if they want to connect with you? Anything that you want to share, we would love to hear from you.
So, for all of them who really want to understand what is Garbha Sanskar and how to do it practically, what are the components in this, or if you are the person who is professional in the field of yoga or physiotherapy or any healthcare professional, even doctor. Uh, because even being Ayurved doctor, I was not aware about it. Nobody taught me. But when I extended my Ayurved and combined with the Garbha Sanskar, it has literally given me more blessing and success. So, for the health professionals, yoga teacher, everyone, if you want to do anything in the work wise, so definitely you're most welcome. Our signature course, that is pre postnatal yoga and Garbha Sanskar teacher training, is available. We teach monthly. We have batches on my website. There is a detail www.drnutan.com. You can check details. So that is for academic. For the would be parents, there is a personalized, like I said, ki consultant. You should consult. So I do have one-on-one consultation where people can approach taking the appointment, and then we discuss one on one, and then find out, curate the program for them, and then we even continue further for conception, as well as if they are pregnant, even pregnancy, and even if you have some complication, we treat as well without giving any medication, but with the yoga and Garbha Sanskar techniques. I have written book on the Garbha Sanskar. This is my book on Garbha Sanskar. Uh, and also I have written another book. I am author of two books. Second book is 3 years pregnancy yoga. If you don't want to come and learn or take consultation, you can definitely read it, everything in this, as well as my another book, pregnancy yoga.
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure a lot of our listeners would love to grab that book, especially those who are planning to get onto the journey of bringing a child in the world. So thank you for sharing about how you work and how can anyone get in touch with you. I'll mention the details in the description of our podcast, so anybody who wants to reach out to you will have all the contact details. But thank you so much, Dr. Nutan. It was a pleasure to have you. The information that you've shared, the knowledge that you've shared, uh, it's not just for those who are listening, but I'm sure this is going to impact a lot of lives which are going to come into the world. So it impacts more lives than we can imagine. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you, Neetu, and all the best for your endeavors.
I hope today's episode gave you something meaningful to reflect on, whether it's about your own journey, the role of mothers, or how we can build more compassion and awareness for the generations to come. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might find value in it too. And don't forget to subscribe to the Iceberg Theory podcast for more conversations that go beneath the surface. Until next time, stay curious, stay authentic, and keep exploring what lies underneath the iceberg.